Let's do this. Hi, welcome to the live, this time at 9 a.m. If you have seen my stories, then you probably understand. I will explain what happened. First, let me introduce myself for those who are here for the first time. My name is Aga Winnicka. I'm your relationship bestie, and I'm helping you with all problems when it comes to heart, love life, and relationships. So stick to my lives. I'm coming live every single day, and I'm talking about topics that nobody's talking about, which is the essence of us women and our foundation of our success and our great relationships. I'm losing my words. I go here every day unscripted. There's no script. I'm not reading nothing. I may have a topic in mind, and very often I change that topic halfway through, because what I want you to do when you come to those lives, I want you to get to know me. The reason I want you to get to know me is because I am the kind of person who either will be annoying you to no end, or will be exactly the person that you needed to meet. And my biggest talent is to create a space for you, to create an atmosphere for you, so you feel heard, understood, and taken care of. And when you come here and you get to know who I am and how I operate and what I do to have the life I do, I may inspire something in you to try to do it my way. You don't have to. In this lifetime, you don't have to do nothing. Everything is a choice. And I will show you how to choose. How to always choose from you, from your heart, from your desire. So those lives are not necessarily for you to learn a lot of things. It's not necessarily a class. Classes I will be scheduling, and you will be invited to them, and they will be free. Those paid classes will be paid, but most of my classes are going to be free. So I do encourage you and invite you to stick with me, to come to get to know me, so you actually know who you're giving your time to. If I did a class, if I talk about a specific topic that you can learn a lot from, at least you know what to expect, because you can get to know me in those lives every morning. Now, let's go back to the time frame. I am the kind of person that when I commit to something, I stick to it no matter what. There are very little things that will sway me from my schedule. And saying that, this is precisely the essence of the woman that I will be talking about coming new lives, coming the classes, getting to evolve this channel and getting to know you a little bit more. You will see what type of person, I am, and what do I mean by sticking to the schedule unless. So when I say unless, it's not because I have some sort of excuses to not do something based on my ego, on my fear, or on my laziness, or any of that. It has to be a circumstance that I cannot change, okay? And one of those circumstances is sun. Sun comes up when sun comes up. We have a schedule of the sun. We know exactly what time it will be up, but we do not have a control over the clouds, over the weather, over the winter, specifically winter. And I am a person who doesn't really use pharmaceuticals in my life, okay? I try to take as many vitamins and nutritions from stuff that is natural to us. That is a completely different topic. I'm not going to teach you about nutrition. But one of those things is vitamin D. And I know that if I soak in sun and vitamin D first thing in the morning, my whole day is set. If I don't do this first thing in the morning, I cannot focus. My ADHD doesn't allow me to focus on one thing. I'm trying to figure out what to do, and I'm walking between rooms, and I'm like, I can't figure out what to do. Like, I'm lost. So yes, those are the days when we have clouds, when we have rains. I call them gloomy days. Those are the days that I'm the least productive, and I have them predicted in the winter. However, when I wake up in the morning and I see the sun is going to come up because I can see the sun reflecting off my buildings, I know that this is my chance to sit on the balcony with my coffee for 15 minutes and soak in that sun. Now, because the winter is shifting into a springtime slowly, the geographical position of Seattle makes that change drastically. The sun used to get up at 8 o'clock, 8:30, used to get up 8:30, and I have it on my balcony about 9:30-ish or so. Now it's moving backwards. Fast. Every day is very, very quickly moving backwards. And this week happened to be literally in my face at 8:30. And I have a small window because between those buildings, the sun doesn't really stay long, okay? I chose my place strategically for that. But I need my 15 minutes when that sun hits that little sliver between the buildings to hit me so I can soak in that vitamin D, so I can be functioning for the rest of the day. Therefore, my 8:30 live that I have scheduled every day has to be shifted for time being for at least a week until the sun will shift earlier and earlier, so I can do it before live. I really want to do it at 8:30, and optimally I would love to do it at 8 o'clock, and probably that will be the time in the summer when the sun will completely start early in the day, and that's going to be a time of my life, you will know. But anyway, because I even took a picture, the sun coming out and my watch showing 8:30. It's like, I can't believe it's exactly at 8:30. So instead of being late here every day when I say I'm going to be at 8:30 and not being at 8:30 because I'm soaking in my sun, I'm shifting this to 9. I'm shifting this to 9 a.m. for this week. See how this sun situation will develop for me. Once the sun goes backwards towards 8 o'clock in the morning, I will go back to 8:30 in here, and then comes spring and summertime, we'll move it to 8 o'clock. So this is going to be a fluid time. This is not set in stone. This is not a class. This is more like coffee hangout with me. Like, have coffee, hang out with me. Why did I give you this huge speech about time and the sun and vitamin D and me being late, not late? This is part of the essence of being a woman. That fluidity. Okay, maybe that's not a word. But to be fluid, to adjust to the situation, to times. Women, we are in waves constantly. We are not rigid like men. Men are structure. Women, we are fluid. We are dancing. Our cycle is dancing. Our mood is dance. All of this, we are adjusting to the moon. We are adjusting to the weather. We are adjusting to our cycle. We are extremely fluid. So putting us into a box and a structure feels safe for a moment, but feels rigid on the long run. Feels unnatural, and it feels constraining in the long run. So I do allow myself my fluidity. I still have to learn that word, okay? Fluidity, I don't know. See, that's the part of having English as my second language, but that's the word. Okay, tell me how you say it. Fluidity, okay. I will allow myself being this fluid. Safe, huh? I will allow myself being this fluid when it comes to things that are important to me. And if that means I need to sit for 15 minutes on the sun at the time that I scheduled my life, guess what? I will move that life because that dose of vitamin D is important to me. This is literally vital for my whole day, right? And sometimes when it is, let's say, a day that I need to sleep in because my body's like, okay, we're resting today and I will not wake up, guess what? I'll skip that life, even though I promised myself and you that I will be there, because this is not a class. This is not something that is, how would I say it? Oh, my light just went off. Yeah, this is the life we have. The light comes off. Oh gosh, today's the day. But anyway, the point being, adjust. I love how Bruce Lee says, Be like water. I love it. This is my favorite clip. Be like water. Allow yourself to fit into a vessel that you're being in, and allow yourself to be fluid to the times that are around you. You basically respond to things that you cannot control. You control things you can control, and you respond to things that you cannot control. So this is why I am talking about this so extensively today. I am a huge, huge fan of owning who you are as you are in the moment that you are. Okay? We change, we go through phases. That's what I'm talking about, that fluid. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say that word because I don't know how to say it, but I'm talking about us changing, going through cycles, growing up, all of that. So we are changing. We are different than when we were children. We're different when we were teenagers. We were different when we were in our 20s. We were different when we already went through relationships and marriages and children, all that. We're different. We have seasons in our life, and every one of them is rich and beautiful and brings the benefits of the season that it is. And quite honestly, growing up and being this mature woman, I don't miss any of my previous seasons at all. I hear a lot of people constantly reminiscing how they used to be. Oh, I used to be this thin. Oh, I used to be much younger. Oh, I used to have more stamina. Or yeah. Enjoy the part that you're in right now. Right now. Right now, one day will be I used to. So instead of crying for I used to, enjoy right now. I mean, to me, this is just that obvious. So own the fact that fluidity, there you go, I said it correctly, right? Fluidity, okay. Own the fact that this changes, these seasons are part of life, and each one of them is to cherish, and you are going to go through it like it or not, like it or not. You cannot stand still in one place. And that is the beauty of being grown up, being mature, and being a human. That part, that change, that constant, okay, waves. I love that part. I love that part of being human. I welcome every single one of my seasons with curiosity. It's like, oh my God, I wonder what's going to happen. When I was turning 40, that was like, I'm turning 40? You kidding? So many of my friends were like, oh my God, I'm gonna be 40. No, I was like, you kidding? I'm gonna be 40? That was so unbelievable. I was beyond thrilled. I couldn't wait what life will bring me when I'm 40. And I gotta tell you, 40 is the best that has ever happened to me. Best that has ever happened to me. So if you're going through that, DM me, we'll talk. Because honestly, there's nothing better than getting more and more and more mature. Oh my God. That is absolutely the most beautiful thing I have ever experienced in my life. Getting more and more mature. So this is something I invite you to. I want you to, oh hi. Hi Dorotka. Nice to see you. I'm trying to say hello to people when I see them. But, here. Getting mature, being an adult, being a grown-up is such a beautiful journey. It's the journey that we as children cannot wait to be. Like, oh, when I'm gonna grow up, when I'm gonna be old enough, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna. We as kids cannot wait to be an adult. And then we becoming an adult is like, oh, I wish I was like this in my 20s. Oh, I used to have this beautiful ass. Oh, I used to have this. You should see me in my prime. No. Be like kids. I wonder what's next. I wonder what's next. I wonder what's next. That natural curiosity is so attractive. I cannot even express that. I don't know how to put this to words. How much this pure curiosity of our existence is attractive to people who forgot that this is our existence, that natural, pure curiosity. And combine this with mature adult woman, woo, what a combination. What a combination. Seriously. Own the fact that you are getting older and more mature and more wise. Own the fact that you are a woman and things are not always set in stone. Sometimes they have to be fluid. Sometimes you have to, let something go to get something else that's more important to you, because your body requires, your soul requires something more important to you as a woman. Let go of expectations of other people, because ultimately you have to live with you. Like other people, they come and go, right? So let go of those expectations. Allow yourself to go through this life, fully experience it fully as it comes at you. If there is something that you cannot control, allow it. Get yourself prepared how to respond to things that you are not expecting, something that you cannot control over, okay? Control what you can control, your attitude, your point of view, your mindset. That you can control, right? So focus on two things. Allow this constant change and stuff that you cannot control to be part of the road that you're curious about. And on the other end, say, okay, I know what I can control. And I actually will own that part. And if I can control it, I'll do everything in my power to make the best out of it, right? So those are the two things that I actually truly believe. I don't know how else to express them. I wanted to talk about the young woman versus mature woman, young girl. I'm talking like a girlish versus mature woman traits. How are they different? I have a whole list of it. But we will be exploring that. We'll be talking about this daily. And obviously, when I'm going to have my workshop at the end of, on March 1st, which I invite you to, obviously, you're welcome to come. It's free. So that's when I will be more structured, and I will have the PowerPoint, and I'll have the list, and you can screenshot the list. So you have to come to that. But I will be talking about these little points every day as I go alive, so you can get to know me, my style a little bit more, and get used to my accent, my bad grammar, my mispronunciations. Yeah, that's the time to get to know me. Come, have coffee with me. I'm not going to keep you long. I'm going to be here only for 20 minutes, no longer, because we all have lives and we all have time. So, cheers. I'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. after my vitamin D dose.